video, guys. Today's video, I'm gonna talk a little bit about myself for those of you that don't know me. Sorry about the camera, I look all red on here, but I'm still trying to, get used to this thing. Gotta adjust the settings. But I'm trying to keep it short, not trying to make a long video. But for those of you that are new subscribers, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I'm currently 27 years old. This month, guys, October, I'm turning 28. God damn, I'm getting old. Time flies. And for those of you that are in your early 20s, I got an employee that's 24. He says that I'm old as shit. He's only 4 years away. Man, once you're 20, I'm gonna say I'm 28 now because a few more. Our birthday's in 17 days, so I'm gonna say I'm 28. Trust me, when you're 28, you don't feel like you're 28. And I don't feel bad getting old. The only thing, I did want to be a millionaire by the time I was 30, but that doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Or maybe we should have a positive mindset. Maybe it will happen. I need your guys' help. But yeah, guys, I'm 28 years old. I own a party rental business. When people ask me, what do you do? I always say, oh, I have a small party rental business. So I have a small party rental business, guys. So in this channel, you'll be seeing a lot of that, a lot of my setups. I'm trying to figure out ideas for videos. I started recently doing reviews for inflatables, which I think is a really good subject. But that's not all my channel's gonna be about, guys. I also recently purchased my dream truck, 2007 Silverado SS. Man, I remember when I was younger, I would just see these trucks and be like, man, if you see one, beautiful truck. I finally have it. And so you'll be seeing videos about that. I'm building it a little bit, trying to make it fast, trying to make it look good. In the future, we'll be putting an air suspension so this thing can be slammed on the ground. I've always been into lower truck, guys. But since I was 20 years old, I've been a hustler. I had my daughter at 16 years old, guys. As soon as I found out my girl was pregnant, I got a job at KFC. I worked there for 2 years. And all I want to say is to that owner of KFC, I would want to say, but you know what? I want to say thank you for treating me the way you treated me. That made me quit that job because I thought I was going to work at KFC for the rest of my life, guys. My manager, I was 16, right? My manager was making about $22 an hour, and I'm like, damn, $22 an hour? At that time, I was making $8 an hour. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of money. I want to be a manager too. And that's what my dream was back then. Be a manager at my first job. So Jeff, if you're watching this, thank you for treating me unfairly. I know the amount of work that I put in, and I would work hard and still went unappreciated. So Jeff, if you're watching this, I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for treating me unfairly, treating me like crap. That led me to quit. I worked there for 2 years, guys. Got a 10-cent raise after my second year. I worked there for over 2 years. When I hit 2 years, I asked for a raise and they gave me 10 cents. You'll be like, oh, maybe you didn't work hard enough. Man, if you know me, I've worked hard, whether I was making $8 an hour or making $1,000 a day. And I've had both. And that's when I was younger, guys. So I worked at KFC when I was 16. I had my daughter. She was born 2 days before my 17th birthday. I also worked at Jack in the Box. I worked at Jack in the Box, guys. Worked there for about a year. So I had 2 jobs, KFC and Jack in the Box. Man, that was tough. At that time, I didn't have money, guys. Like, I'm not sure what would happen to my money, but I didn't have a lot of money left over. And I want to thank the manager at Jack in the Box too. Man, guys, if I were to tell you guys, it's almost like not believable. You're not gonna believe me, but there was times where I had no money to eat. Now, Jack in the Box would give you a good discount. They'd give you like 80% off your lunch meal. But I didn't even have $2 $2-3 to buy myself lunch, right? So one day, the manager wasn't looking, nobody was around, it was really slow. I grab a jalapeno popper, just one jalapeno popper, and I throw it into the fryer. I throw a jalapeno popper in the fryer, guys. The manager walks up, looks in there. I don't even know why he looked in there. There was no orders out. He looks into the fryer and he sees the jalapeno popper, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Did you put that jalapeno popper in there?" And I said, "Yeah." And he told me, "I don't ever want to see you stealing again, or you're gonna be fired." Man, I felt like shit because I was hungry. But you know what? It's things that happen in life, guys, that make us who we are. And I know there's people out there, you've been through a lot, and trust me, use that as positive, and you're gonna go somewhere. So 17 years old, guys, my mama didn't want me. I had to pretty much figure it out on my own. I ended up going to go live at my girlfriend's house until my daughter was about 10 or 11 months. It was hard living there. She has 2 sisters. They would treat me like shit, and I'm never gonna forget. There's a lot of things that they said to me that I'm never gonna forget. I forgive them. I don't hold grudges. But when somebody tells you something that hurts, and also it was about food. I'll tell you guys. I was eating their food, and they were mad, right? But it's cool. Not tripping. I'm glad my mom didn't take me in when I had my daughter. Pretty much abandoned me. My brother didn't want me at his house. Because at that time, guys, I was a gang member. Used to have gang members around me, and we used to hang out, drink out. So I understand why my brother didn't want me at his house. And it was cool, guys. So eventually, I was able to get away from that. Thankfully, a lot of the guys that I would hang out with respected the fact that I had a kid, and they told me that they respected the fact that I was just trying to provide for my daughter. So they let me off easy. It wasn't like in the movies, blood in, blood out. You know, they let me off easy on that one. But it's cool. So fast forward, I went to start working for a landscape company. I worked there for another 2 years, so now I'm about 19 years old. And there was a cable technician that went to our house. And if you're shy, guys, like me, you're gonna lose a lot of opportunities. A cable technician came to my house when I used to work for that landscape company. This guy was all tatted up. He looked like a gangster, right? And he worked for Cox Cable. And I was like, what the fuck? If this guy could work for them, I could work for them too. My stupid ass being so shy, and like, I never asked him, how the hell do I get a job, right? How can I work at Cox? But eventually, guys, he ended up coming another time to my house, and I asked him, and he told me where to apply. He gave me his manager's number. And he told me to put him that I referred him so I could try to get the job. And bro, if you're watching this, I want to say thank you. I'm saying if you're watching this, obviously you're probably not watching this, but you know, I want to say thank you to you in this video. Thanks for the opportunity. He's the one that pretty much helped me get into the job. So I worked at Cox Cable for only about 6 months, guys, and I couldn't do it. That job was gonna change my life. I remember when I was going to cable technician school, or whatever you want to call it, there was 2 other guys there, 2 other Mexican guys, you know, broke like me, poor like me, with kids. And they're like, man, our lives are finally gonna change. We're finally gonna make good money. We're talking about we were earning minimum wage, guys, at $10 an hour at that time. So these guys were all happy, you know. I'm not a person to show so much emotion and get excited, but I was happy too inside. So what ended up happening, guys, and let me tell you guys why we were excited. Cable technicians, those guys that were working for them. So it wasn't directly with Cox Cable. It was with a contractor for Cox Cable. So you're a Cox Cable contractor. These guys were making $4 to $5 grand a month, bro. $4 to $5 grand a month. In my training, I was getting paid hourly. I was making $750 a week in training. It was a crap load of money, guys. But even while I was there, I had to get up at 6 in the morning, be there by 7. Sometimes I wouldn't come back home until 10 p.m., guys. My daughter would be asleep. My daughter and my girlfriend would be asleep when I left to work, and they'd be asleep when I'd come back from work. And honestly, that's not the way to live. I said I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I told the guy that was training me, I'm like, I'm a quit. I really want to start my gardening business. So I quit that damn job. And I know you mother are not going to believe me, but I quit that job to go make $10 an hour doing gardening work with my uncle. I made business cards to try to start my own gardening business, and I'm putting ads on Craigslist, guys. And let me tell you, starting the gardening business at 20 years old, it was hard. It wasn't easy. Alright? A lot of people didn't give me jobs. I'll just tell you guys about 2 incidents when I was a gardener. I went to go give a quote, and the guy told me, I'm sorry, with all due respect, I'm not looking for a college student to come do my yard work. I'm looking for a real professional gardener. I can't hire you. And I've been doing gardening since I was 12 years old, guys. My stepdad used to take me gardening, so I knew how to do everything except how to weed whack. And so that was that one. And the second incident that I'm never gonna forget is I had a customer. What I did know was how to charge. So I had a customer that eventually got tired of paying me 20 bucks an hour, guys. I used to go work 4 hours at her house, 20 bucks an hour. I used my own tools, my own gas. She got tired of paying me that. They had their son around the same age as me. I think he just got out of college, him and his friend. His friend started working for them. And she told me, I can't pay you more than I pay my son's friend because he went to college and he has a degree. So I can't pay you more than him. That's what she fucking told me, guys. That's what she fucking told me. I'm never gonna forget that. And I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna work for you for 15 an hour. Oh, no, my mistake. I ended up working for her for 15 an hour for about another week, and then I left. I quit. Because it doesn't make any sense, guys, when you're using your own tools and your own gas to power up the tools. Trust me, it's better to walk away and find something better, guys. So from there, a few months into my business, gardening business, maybe, I did that for a good amount of time, had my own clients, and then the other half I would half the other time I would go work with my uncle. And I had little side hustles, guys. I would buy and resell phones. I had an eBay store. I had an Amazon store. I would sell stuff on eBay and Amazon. And man, I regret not keeping up with that, because who knows where that would have been. Man, I used to go find cars on Craigslist that were selling for under $1,000. Let me tell you guys about one. This guy was selling a car for $1,000. I go take a look at it and I told him, I have $800 here for you right now. Do you want it? He's like, yeah. I'll take it. Boom, I take that car, put it back up on Craigslist for $2,000, guys. I sold that car within that week for I think $1,400, guys. So that day, we profited 600. The day I sold that car, 600 off of that car, right? Plus, to top it off, I had gone to work that day. I made 80 bucks, 8 hours. Plus, I had sold a few things on eBay. So that was the first day I have ever made $1,000 in one day. And that opened my freaking eyes. Like $1,000 in one day. I did it. Who the hell makes $1,000 in one day? All you need to do is go out there and hustle, guys, and you guys can make $1,000 in a day. And you know, honestly, I should be hustling and grinding a lot more than I am now, but I've put in so much work into my business into my businesses within the last 10 years, guys, that, you know, I just need a break. You know, I missed a lot of family time, and I'm just trying to hang out with my family and my daughter, so that's why I kind of slowed down a bit. But from there, guys, I started my party rental business, and I'm where I am today. I'm not rich. I still live in a ghetto ass house, but I'm trying to get there. I'm still hustling, I'm still grinding. We make good money, but a lot of the money gets reinvested back into the business, guys. So my goal is to where I can make about $10,000 a month of profit. Okay, once I hit that $10,000 monthly profit line, I'll be happy. But until then, we'll be grinding, we'll be hustling. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. Make sure you guys give me a like on the video so it can get recommended to other people. So make sure you like it, leave a comment, guys. Anything you want to know, go feel free to ask. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.